Hey all, welcome back to another episode of Azure Plays, more Mega Man X6, where last time we defeated the intro stage, Giant Mechanoid, and then went into Commander Yamark. And we discovered a couple things going on with the Nightmare going around, because we got Nightmare Souls, as well as some Reploids to rescue, which in this case, they all say rescued. There is a big problem with this game. If you want to get them all, you need to make sure that they say rescued. If any of them say missing or death, in this case, missing or death on the side there, you can't get them, period. They're gone. They are totally wiped from your game. You can't get them anymore. The biggest issue is that they have parts, which not all of them have parts. Some of them just don't have anything. As you can tell, some of them are just blank on the side there. So it's a bit iffy on if you even got something or not. And in this case, we can tell I got two. I got the Rapid Shot and the Super Recover. But as you can also tell, I can't equip anything because I am not high enough ranking to yet. It's nice they definitely streamlined the part system. You don't have to waste many hours of game time in order to get them like you had to do in X5. Hours being the countdown clock anyway, just entering stage, leaving, blah, blah, blah. In this case, you just get them from picking up Reploids. Much simpler, much simpler, and it's actually much better for it. Kinda. Oh yes, we are actually going to enter our next stage. In this case, we are not entering either the Laser Institute or the Magma area here, which are Nightmare Phenomena areas. We're actually just going to enter the Central Museum next. We're actually going to enter the Central Museum next, just because I want to, and I have no plan. Welcome to Central Museum. Attention, quiet please, follow the route. Please, one way only. I could barely read that, but apparently I can. That's actually not that bad. You are now in the Central Museum. Its appearance has completely changed. It's dead quiet. I wonder what kind of nightmare awaits me. Let's move on. Yeah, this area looks like it's just a giant museum of things, which is kind of neat because you can see all the fancy areas that you can possibly go into here. What's this? A totem pole? I can't detect any sign of a totem pole. Must be the work of the Nightmare. Be careful. Yeah, as you can tell, there is a totem pole here. If you attempt to walk into it, this happens. Oh, no. What's this place? Alia? Alia? I'm out of the transmission range. Where am I anyway? Yeah, we're in one of the areas that they kind of showcased on the walls there. Which in this case, it looks like a desert area. And it constantly just keeps changing, or just showing like different parts of it. It's kind of neat in that regard. But yes, see how the Nightmare is going directly towards that injured Reploid? Don't let it happen, just don't. There's gonna be a lot of Nightmares everywhere, and there's usually one just parked next to an injured Reploid. If you want to get the Reploids, make sure that the Nightmares are dead first, or just kind of haul your butt over to that injured Reploid in order to get it. And just destroy that, and we'll get out of here. Doing that actually brings us right back here. The difference is that the totem pole is now here. Okay. There we go. The nice thing about the Falcon Armor dash, even though it's incomplete, it still works as being able to hit things. Just very slim window, and you can't dash into it yourself. It's weird. Another area, and I'm facing this way. Oh, what happened? Alia, am I out of the transmission range? What is happening here? Yeah, as you can tell, this area looks like I'm in a similar area as before. This map is just filled with a bunch of random areas. You will never, I mean, you will eventually see the same areas again, but it's just RNG is what it's called, where you go into an area, you might not get the same things every time you come here. Problem is that everything that's in this level is actually locked behind this RNG, like the armor, the hard tank, etc. And it's obnoxious to try to get everything because of this. Go down here, grab you. Okay, that was really bad. I want as many of these as possible, just so I can equip parts. Get rid of you. There we go. And that'll bring me right back over to here so I can see this thing yet again. I didn't get to destroy that right away that time. But hopefully, now, nope. Okay, let's try one more time. Okay, really? Really? Okay, let me try to get in there. Great, great, great. Okay, I got rid of one of them, so that's a little bit better. Got it. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't really have too many options. I do have an option. The Yammer option. Which just kind of makes it an offensive shield, like the Leaf Shield from Mega Man 2? I don't remember which one it was anymore. But yeah, you can also fire with them as well. So it's offensive and defensive. Which is really nice, especially if you want to get rid of nightmares really quickly. Just turn that on and just kind of go like that. Where am I now? It's probably better to move than to think right now. Yeah, maybe. I love how this area clearly looks like it's supposed to be something, but it's not. All right, so let's go up here. Just shoot like crazy until you're dead. Shoot like crazy until you're dead. That one's gonna reappear. That was my bad. Hello, going right to me for some reason. Okay, get rid of you. Game. There we go. That was weird. Really? That's fine. I'll just do this. I'm glad that they're going towards me though, even though I can't hit them through walls, which is annoying. Can you get over here? Thank you. All right, I haven't seen a rescuable Reploid yet. I don't remember if there's any in this section or not. Oh yeah, those things. Let me grab this. Okay. It's actually convenient because I wanted to find this thing. This actually leads to a nightmare area. Let me grab that just in case. Okay, got it. Okay, and then I will go into here. This leads into a thing called the nightmare area. It's basically a alternate half route to this area. It leads to a boss door at the end, but it's different. Huh? What is this place? Alia, what just happened? Yeah, Alia has not been able to talk with you this entire time. The thing is, though, with all these separate paths, there are rescuable Reploids in these separate paths, as well as just a bunch of dangers everywhere. So, you might want to make sure to get rid of as much things as possible. So if you see a Reploid, make sure to get it, because going to these areas is just a hassle anyway to get to. Oh, there's one up there, and I don't like the fact that I can see it already, because I don't know if a nightmare is going directly to it. That is a problem. I need to get rid of everything I see. Oh, okay. Can you come to me? Come to me? Come to me, please? Hello? Okay, that's fine. I'll try to stay to this side of the screen as much as possible and then do that. That's perfect. Grab you, and then we'll go here. The alternate paths of each area actually don't lead to the standard boss in said areas. They lead to different, more challenging bosses. Like the Zero Nightmare. Who are you? X, it's me. Don't you recognize me? I was damaged so badly by the nightmare that the color of my body has been changed. Stop it, you can't fool me. You have become so insane that you can't even recognize me? That means that you have become a maverick. As a maverick hunter and your friend, I'll retire you myself. Yeah, Zero is slightly smarter here compared to his X5 counterpart. He actually kind of does things. But his weakness is his own saber, which is fun. Problem is, I'm about to die already and I need to pay attention. Do I have anything? I don't. I do have a Giga Attack though, so that might be useful. Okay, that happened. That's fine. That's totally fine. I have 9 lives and I don't care. I have 8 lives and I don't care. Technically 9 because doesn't 0 count? I don't know. Either way. I'll take that death. That's fine by me. Let's play it smarter this time and actually just use his weakness. Ow. Don't do that. Also, we get a taste of really bad Japanese voice acting. Ooh! Every single time he gets hit. It's really annoying. Ow. I don't know why I ducked there. I said that attack is like so easy to dodge, and I don't think I've ever successfully dodged it. I say it's easy to dodge. I said that in X5, and I get hit by it every single time. It's so funny because it really is easy to dodge. You just kind of go above him, and I just keep getting hit. Really? How'd that not make you go, ooh? There we go. Okay, just go over here, get hit by it. That's fine, you're dead. That could have gone much more smoothly. All because I was talking over it. In my practice run, it definitely went much more smoothly, but I wasn't recording, so you know how this goes. My reputation has been damaged while away, being thought of as some stupid toy. Zero! Zero! You're alive? Huh, so X is alive, is he? Seems Sigma didn't defeat me after all. But I searched all over for your parts. Your signal, but I found nothing, so... That is most unfortunate. I hid myself while I tried to repair myself. This is the line of this game that just... Oh boy, this line is so terribly mistranslated. I don't even remember what it says in Japanese, but that's not what he says at all. I had to wait until I was healed. Well, it's been an emotional reunion. But now we must face the nightmare. If the Reploids are eradicated, then the... mankind... No, the Earth itself will face a crisis. I love that I said the mankind. I'm sorry. Oh boy. Let's go, X. Destroy the nightmare. Yes, we will join hands. And never let anyone sever us again. Let's go, Zero. And you get an achievement for that. Hunter rank A. Yes, X's hunter rank immediately goes to A for getting the 300 souls in this case, which means I can now equip a part. Bad. Mars, I love these names. So we got the quick charge and the overdrive, which is awesome, thank you. All right, I'm going to actually save. I'm going to save over slot 3. There we go. As you can tell, the hunter ranks are split between both characters, and as you can also tell, the Nightmare Souls are split between both characters, which makes it fun. I know that you've only just returned, but I need to ask you something. Will you help X and carry out the missions? No question mark. It is my job. I am a Maverick Hunter. I have been away for a while, but I'm ready to fight for peace. So yes, as you can tell, we have Zero. But we can't equip any parts. But we can use X, which is nice because we can just get a bunch of different things here. I'm going to show you something really quick. I love this. So you select the part, right? That's fine. I can't select anymore. So if I want to get rid of it, I have to de-equip it and do that. And then just kind of select things. I can't select spaces there. I can't select the limited parts yet, right? Hear the audio right now? You heard that, right? Now let me select cancel and the select button at the same time. It actually didn't work in that case. Let me try again. Yeah, you heard how I was louder and how I have no parts. Let me do that again. You heard how I was louder? Let me do that again. Okay? See how I have nothing on? I have all 3 of those on. It's funny because if I go to de-equip a part, it actually shows which one I have equipped. So if I go to de-equip that, I know how that one equipped. If I could go to de-equip that, I have that. Yeah, it's so weird. It is so weird. But I'm not really going to abuse that until I feel like it. But right now, I'm just going to avoid using it whatsoever. I'm just going to have this one part equipped. It's actually kind of hard to tell if I'm actually doing that, but in this case, you can see the part. I'm not doing it. You only could do it for 4 parts, obviously, since you only could equip 4 parts and then 1 limited part. So if you try to go above that, it just doesn't work. Yeah, let's check out our rescued list, specifically for the Central Museum. Thank you. No missing or no dead, which means I can go back in there and attempt to get things. In this case, I'm going to go in, and I'm going to experience this level as 0. But also, you can tell that the nightmare moved. It actually moves between different stages depending on which stage you were in previously. In this case, when I did the Amazon area, it was on the Magma area over here and the Laser Institute, and then it moved to Century Museum and actually switched it to Laser Institute and Recycle Lab. It didn't just move one of them. Laser Institute is one of the options that you get if you were to select the Century Museum. So let's go in as Zero and we'll experience how Zero plays. So yes, as you can tell, Zero actually has, if you're privy to this anyway, you can tell that Zero's pose is actually slightly different than what it was in X4 and X5. In X4 and X5, he had his arms held up like in a right angle formation for both of them. In this case, he has one of them slightly up and then one of them down. They actually redid his sprite work entirely for this game. Well, not all of it anyway, just some things here and there. So when you go to do the slashes, his slashes are actually different. But in this case, this is still possible. I don't know why they didn't fix that of all things. But yeah, just doing that attack just kind of breaks things. All right, so different area than what I had before is X. What do we got here? What location? Alia, can you read my location? Alia, the transmission is jammed again. Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit fun, but thankfully enough, oh yeah, I forgot to mention this. Zero actually has a Z-Buster from X5 if you were to select Zero from the beginning. In this case, you just have it regardless. It is so much better in this game. It doesn't take as long to use, and it's actually much stronger as a result. But as you can tell, Zero also has more abilities to use. In this case, I want to use this. Hello? Why isn't this working? Hello? Well, I'm gonna have to find that one out later. I'm not sure why it's not working. All right, I'm gonna attempt to just do the same thing as before. Make these nightmares just kind of focus on me, like so. Get rid of them. Grab you. Jump up, because you are right there. See all these nightmares? I want them to come to me, because there's more injured Reploids up above. Okay, get rid of you. Grab. There we go. Okay. Now where is the next one? Next one I think is on the upper right. Yes, there it is. Perfect. Grab you. And then just kind of go over here and boop, 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 boop. There we go. Zero has a double jump, which is actually gonna be very useful getting around this stage. As you can tell though, Zero takes a lot of damage. I'm already at half health, even though I barely got hit. He actually loses a lot more health compared to X, just due to the fact that I don't have any armor with him. So there's not really much I can do, but Zero is much more refined compared to X4 and 5 when it comes to just doing his swings and stuff, but he's still broken in a lot of regards. And I've been in this area before because that transmission didn't appear. Great. All right, so this area is a complete waste of time for me. Even the nightmares that I killed here, they don't drop nightmare souls because I already killed them in a previous run of this stage, which is dumb. And I don't know why they did that because it makes farming them a lot harder. A lot harder. But any that I didn't pick up any, or failed to pick up, actually I'm not really sure about the fail to pick up ones. I'm gonna die due to these stupid things. There we go. I'm at the end, that's fine. Any that I pretty much just fail to pick up and it returns back to the nightmare and then it doesn't drop it anymore, won't drop it anymore at that point still. All right, so now we're back in the area over here. I really want to use the MR option for this. That's fine. He's just gonna start me at the beginning and it might give me different areas. Let's find out. Actually, no, it's not gonna give me an area because I believe, does it? Yeah, it doesn't return. But this one here will, and it didn't give me a different area. Fun. All right, so I gotta play through this area again this time, though I have health. So that's fine, that's fine. The nice thing is though, Zero actually has a lot of his abilities, technically. Like when it comes to saber movement with the double jump, you don't need to unlock the double jump. So you just get the spin slash, which is broken. I mean, it's very useful when it comes to just hitting certain things. There we go, let's go around here. Grab that, yeah I do. I keep forgetting Zero has an air dash. Bloop. But as you can tell, this stage actually did have a slight layout change. It does change very slightly here and there. It's still the same room, it just has a different layout, which makes it seem like it's a different area, but it's really not. Which makes going through this stage annoying because sometimes you just don't know if you've been somewhere before. Because it's just like, have I been here? No, I don't know. Okay, we can do that. How many Nightmare Souls? I have 68. Okay, I definitely don't have enough to equip anything with Zero just yet, but hopefully when I go through this one, I'll be able to get something. Perfect. Thank you. Let me talk to Ailey here. I've reached an open space at last, but a bigger room can only mean a bigger challenge awaits. Yes, there's still things going on in here, which I'm going to get rid of you since you're on screen. You're also on screen. Can you come to me? Can you come to me? Can you come to me? Come to me, come to me, come to me. Okay, I'll come to you then. All right, let me grab you. Okay. Grab you. Get rid of you. Yeah, there's a lot of nightmares in this specific room. For some reason, I don't know why. They're out. There are. So getting rid of them in order to leave this area is in your benefit. Thank you for coming to me. Come to me, please. Keep coming to me. Keep coming to me. Thank you. Got a couple more. Okay. Sadly, they do reappear. Like, if you go off screen, they will just kind of come back, which is dumb. Okay. Ow, ow, ow. No, not good, not good, not good. Die, die, die. Okay. Area layout is different, though, because I can't just immediately get that. I have to go around to get it. That's fine. That is fine. I'm actually happy that I got most of the layouts this time around. I'm not hitting that just yet. I got all the Reploids in this room, I'm pretty sure, so. Zero. I'll give you data for an armor program. Obtain all 4 programs to complete the armor. One I gave you now is a head program for the blade armor. Allows X to consume less energy as he uses his special weapons. I'm praying for world peace and for your safety. All right, let's go inside. Yeah, Zero is a glass cannon in this game, as you can tell, because I died like, what, 2 or 3 times now? Zero dies a lot. And I'm not talking about the series in general. I'm just talking like he takes a lot of damage from most everything in this game. It's kind of annoying, but what can you do? Okay, one more. At least these totem poles are much easier. All right, one more room to go through. As you can tell, it's gonna be a little bit of a hassle to actually do when I get there. Thank you, I got this room. Thank you, I got this room. Another ritual area. What do the nightmares want? Can I hit him from here? No, I can't. And also kind of demonstrated another thing with the Z-Buster. It has range. Just kind of dumb, but what can you do? Grab you! Okay. Come to me, thank you. Go down here because I'm pretty sure, yep. Why did you jump? Why did you jump? I hit the jump button. I literally hit the jump button, but he just got off the wall. And you're still there, right? Good. Oh, okay, the double jump almost didn't work. Okay. Ow, 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 I'll grab that. Grab you by destroying you. Destroy you. Don't. Okay, that's fine. Okay. I don't know why I always think there's a Reploid there, but there's not. Okay, and I got 220, good. That's a great start with Zero. Great start. All right, back to here, where I have to deal with this with Zero. The nice thing is if I take these out as soon as possible, jump, jump, okay, good. Because if I get knocked back at all and then I stand on that spike, which I'm technically standing on right now, I will die. Okay, good, I got my health back. Okay, so boss time. It's been a long mission. You must be tired. Yeah, I did this stage twice. The investigator sent to this area is Ground Scarovich. Stay alert. And I didn't even find all the rooms yet because I didn't get the heart container. Heart container, heart part. Whatever the heck it's called. The one thing in the thing that's not Zelda. But yes, the Yamar option is actually his weakness, but why is it not working? I don't know why it's not working. That's fine, I could just kind of slash him and beat him that way. Ground Scarovich. Or, in this case, Dung Beetle? So ground dung beetle, I guess would be the good translation. Or ground scarab, maybe? Scarab might work better. Ground scarab. So ground scaravich, why do you need to steal from another ruin? X's line here is much more hilarious than that. You must be the ruins burglar, I think it was. You seem to be very close to the nightmares. I am cursed. I know it. You are Zero. I heard you were dead. I really wanted to obtain your DNA data, but I no longer need it. What do you mean? You can fight me to find out. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to fight him normally, which in this case is not that bad. I just kind of slash him and then hit him. He does bring a big rock again and again, but in this case, it's easy to jump over with Zero. As you can tell, they get bigger and bigger over time. You can tell by his voice just kind of getting a little bit more grunty. Really? Okay, you're gonna do that. That's fine. I would love for you to just stop. Okay, now he has the really big rock. This is actually really easy to dodge. You can just get on these. Just kind of jump over it. With X, it's actually similarly easy to dodge. You can actually just grab that and then, ow, I meant to actually jump over it. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. Oh, he actually kicked the rock towards me. Whatever. That's a first. You gonna kick that towards me? Yes, he is. Okay. Okay, I'm actually kind of surprised that he's kicking the rocks. That hit me. That hit me. I could have not. Oh, I should have just dashed. I should have just. How did I die to him? Wow, that was terrible. Yeah, let's go back in and actually just do this better. That was terrible. I am so bad with Zero in this game. Like, yeah, he's much more improved, but he's such a glass cannon. Everything does way too much damage to him. I jumped into him. Jump and hit him, please. Jump and hit him, please. Thank you. Do that again, where you just stop. Thank you. Jump and stop. You're not gonna stop this time? Really? That's fine. Do it again. There we go. Even out the damage a little bit. Big rock, jump over it. Big rock, jump over it. I really want to use your weakness, but it's not letting me. I don't know why. Uh-oh. This is actually bad. Okay, there we go. Why did I do that? That's fine. Okay, that happened. Whatever. Big rock time, right? There it is. Oh, hello. That's not exactly how I expected that to go. Okay. Okay, game. Don't kick it. Thank you. No, you're not. Thank you. I wasn't going to get the big rock again. Zero's such a glass cannon. He dies so easily in this game compared to the other games. Everything hits him too much like a truck. Well, that could have gone much more smoothly. The ground dash. Crush certain types of rocks with this. Sensuizan. Press attack plus down in the air. Okay, let's see. I got life up with Zero, good. Anything else? Not really. Just a life up in that part. Ground Scaravich, an ex-treasure hunter. He was devoted to the research on an ancient site. He also had lots of research data on ancient robots. Gate took care of Scaravich in exchange for an ancient data. Gate improved his knowledge from this. Then Gate had him go to a forbidden area. It was a place where you were both discovered. I saw Scaravich enter the place. I felt bad, but I disposed him. Gate didn't seem to care. I didn't want to remember this. Yeah, as you can tell, Alien has a lot of connections with all these people compared to other games in the series. Right, I'm gonna save my game really quick because, haha, nice, Zero, nice. I do want to check something out really quick because the Century Museum has a lot of nightmares in it and it could be a hassle. So let's see here. Good. I'm not missing any. Thank you. because it's such a hassle. I mean, I am missing some, but they're not missing, quote unquote. Zero, I still can't use parts of you yet. I might have to play another stage with you before that. All right. So, what is this location anyway? Can you read my location, Alia? Alia, transmission. Okay then. So yeah, why do I have less lives? I had to reload my game because they were constantly giving me the same areas, no matter what I did, and I didn't want to like enter a new stage or anything like that, so I just reset my game. Also, I found out why this didn't work. I had to hold up and then do it. I'm stupid. But also, speaking of holding up, I've mentioned it frequently throughout my X playthroughs. I'm using a a Switch Pro controller that has the up and down issue. So if I'm holding right, and if I have a slight deviation on up, I'll do that. Yeah, so now I have to play Zero with an analog stick if I want to not die. Because this move is notorious for just launching you to death. Because you don't know what's below you at the time due to the bad camera placement and all that. Oh, great. Let me grab you before you die. Thank you. And then get rid of you, grab you. That's fine. I'd rather have 4 than nothing. Get rid of that. Oh, thank you, I got it. Oh, not again, give me a break. What a waste of time. Thank you. Now all I gotta do is just get through this last one, and hopefully I will get exactly what I want from it. Grab you before anything happens. And there should be one more right over here, I think? Or it could be the next one down. Yeah, it's the next one down. Ah, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Get rid of you before you kill me. Thank you. Turn this on so I actually have a little bit more defense here. As this area kind of gets hectic. Kill you. Drop. Got it. Okay, thank you. Got it. And there's the hard tank. I'm going to grab this as 0 just so I have a little bit of extra help. All right, and I'm done in this stage. I got everything I needed, so bye-bye. And now I have A rank with 0, perfect. And I rescued the last 4 from this group, which gives me the Speedster and Energy up. But yes, I'm just gonna equip Speedster on both 0 and X because that will definitely help me get through some stages much quicker. And be able to get some of these injured Reploids because they are such a hassle and I would rather get to them before they die. But yeah, sadly I was only able to get through the Century Museum today. But maybe next time we'll get there too. Since now we have 0 and X back together for purely stupid reasons, we shall go through more stages next time in Azure Plays more Mega Man X6. See you all then.